I have an uncle who's a jazz musician. He'll play something like Mary Had a Little Lamb, but in a way that you've never heard it before. It's inventive and creative and amazing. Sometimes it's emotional and moving. Other times it's witty or regal or dark. It's still just Mary Had a Little Lamb, but in his hands it can be something strikingly fresh and special. At its best, that's what a hamburger is. Buns in a patty, and the rest is jazz. You riff, invent, explore variations, and experiment. You add toppings, both classic and unexpected. You toast brioche buns, you add Gouda cheese, you grill onions. If you're a virtuoso, your burgers are full of yummy surprises and never the same twice. Maybe you add exotic handmade pickles, blue cheese, and fig jam. It's fun to experiment, especially since you're only limited by your imagination. So in that spirit, I'd like to offer you 5 quick burger making thoughts, uncredentialed as it were. I'm not a chef. I'm just a boy standing in front of a grill, asking it to love me. Unlike regular meat, Beyond Burger cooks exactly the same every single time. Your grocery store's hamburger is made up of scrap cuts, bits that would otherwise be garbage, with no consistency of the percentage of what came from where on the cow. Even if you're getting a good 20% fat ground chuck from a quality butcher, everything from genetics to feed to weather affect flavor and toughness. Beyond Burgers cook consistently 100% of the time, so you can tweak and perfect exactly how you want it to taste and feel. That said, if you've never made one before, when you first open the package, they smell a little like cat pee. Don't be scared. Cooked, they're delicious. When you're forming the patties, take care not to overwork the meat. You'll end up with fat all over your fingers and palms and not in the burgers. There are a million ways to form them. I just use 2 plastic lids. If you get them a little wet first, the patties won't stick. Avoid the temptation to pack the meat tightly. You want it formed but loose. Give the center a little extra push as you finish. Make it slightly less thick than the edges because grilling naturally makes the center swell. I wouldn't fold the seasoning into the meat, and that's especially important for salt. Make a seasoning crust on both sides of the patty. Salt chemically reacts with the moisture and makes your burger tougher and drier. You might even hold off on salting the outside of the patties until just before grilling. Pepper, on the other hand, only goes on after you grill. Heat makes it bitter. But fresh ground pepper after cooking? Yum. Bring the grill to 500 degrees and cook for 3 minutes per side. This will be hard for some of you, but it's important. Close the grill and don't peek. Don't let the heat out. You aren't improving the burger by poking at it. And smashing the fat out of it is fully a crime. That's the flavor you're sacrificing to the charcoal gods, a sacrifice they do not require. Personally, I like a very light bun. It's a holder, not the meal. I don't want to feel like I'm eating a loaf of bread or a yoga mat. Toast it on the grill for half a minute or so if you dare, then give it a little spicy mustard or other sauce. Tear the lettuce or use a knife. Either way is fine. Just do it at the last possible minute. In fact, don't even take the lettuce out of the fridge until you're actually going to use it. Cold lettuce on a hot burger? That's pro work. As for type, iceberg is fine. Romaine might be a little better, but for me, nothing beats butter lettuce. Finally, Consider dicing your onions, pickles, peppers, and the like. Slices make it hard not to pull out big chunks as you bite and take the flavors out of balance. By the way, that's the hard part about cheese. Weak cheese is pointless, but a strong flavored cheese can dominate so much it's the only thing you taste. And that's all 5. The rest is up to you, your palate, and your creativity. It's jazz.